What's up, Dirty Birds? I'm back with another episode of Bud Brought a Buddy. And today is a very special day because I brought 3 buddies to Bud Brought a Buddy. And listen, I feel that this group is the most underappreciated group in the whole entire league, and we're gonna spread awareness. Today I have no other than the specialist for Atlanta Falcons. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
My voice. So, man, listen. We're just gonna sit back, talk a little bit, and have a good time, man. I want to first say, man, appreciate y'all for taking out y'all busy day to come on here, Bud Brought a Buddy.
Thanks for having us.
And man, it's gonna be a good time. But for one thing, I need y'all to say it together. This first thing we do is say a catchphrase, which what's up, Dirty Birds? Welcome to Bud Brought a Buddy. And today, we're the buddies that Bud brought.
We gotta say that all together?
5 times fast.
We're gonna sync that. I don't know how.
What's up, Dirty Birds?
Okay. We're gonna break that up, or what?
Y'all gonna say everybody gonna say the other.
Okay.
All right. So what's up, Dirty Birds? And, and today, we're the buddies that Bud brought.
Okay.
Count us down, Liam.
On y'all, whenever y'all ready.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, Dirty Birds? And today we're the buddies
that Bud brought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome to Bud.
No. You gotta say that. You just said it right.
Don't get nervous. Relax.
What's up, Dirty Birds?
There you go.
Today,
we're the buddies that Bud brought.
Yeah.
Okay.
On you.
Which camera are we looking at?
All of them? Middle one?
Middle one? This one? All right, count us down, bro.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
What's up, Dirty Birds? And today, we're the buddies that Bud brought.
No, perfect. So, man, like I said, man, especially as a group that's very unappreciated in the league, I personally feel like y'all need way more and deserve, way more appreciation than y'all get. Y'all make a lot of stuff happen, pillars for the team, and that's what it is. So, Liam, I'm starting with you.
Okay.
Do you feel that you really are a center at heart?
I wouldn't say that I'm a center at heart. I think long snappers have things in common with centers and offensive linemen. But I think it is a very niche position that kind of mimics a center, but not quite exactly the same. We're snapping a ball 15 yards, and then you get your head between your legs, and then you got to come up and read a defense and read a rush team, and so it's a little different, but there's some similarity.
Gotcha. And can you explain to the audience just the importance of having a perfect snap for a guy like Pinion to make sure, and Koo to make sure everything is smooth?
Well. I always tell, half jokingly, I kind of tell these guys, my job is to make their job easy. But there is some truth to that. If I do my job to the best of my ability and at the highest level, then that means Bradley can go do his job, flipping the field, getting a great punt off, or he could get a great hold down for Koo so Koo can, put it through the pipes.
Man, most definitely. Appreciate that. And then growing up in Ohio and having a prestige college like Ohio State, in your backyard, was that your first choice that you really wanted to go to that school? Or was it other colleges that you had in mind?
You really wanted to go to Michigan.
Ooh.
Team up north. No, growing up in Ohio, especially as a kid growing up in Columbus, in Columbus, that is like the pro team in Ohio. Ohio State's had a lot of success, especially in the 2000s when I was growing up. So I always knew if Ohio State came calling that, I was going to go there. And I had some other options, a couple other offers to go other places. But at the end of the day, when Ohio State came calling, it was a no-brainer.
No-brainer. That's good. OH.
I-O.
Yeah, man, I wish y'all can beat Kentucky, but it probably won't happen. So, man, appreciate that. But Brad, too, man, listen, you have a very unique job, man, but let's talk about something else, man. Punts for Purpose.
Yeah.
Like, how did that come about?
So Punts for Purpose kind of started because of my wife, honestly. We did something similar when I played in Tampa, and we met this organization called Compassion International, and they work all over the world to help moms and babies in poverty and really give them a fighting chance. And it just fell near and dear to our heart, and we actually got to go on a mission trip to Tanzania and see centers that we kind of helped start and helped involved in the process. And It broke both mine and my wife's hearts, honestly. And we were like, all right, we gotta do something. We gotta do something more. And my wife was like, hey, why don't we do something with punting inside the 20? Like that's like maybe the one good thing that can happen on a punt. You pin the team back. Nobody really wants to see a punter out there. So we took that and we're like, all right, let's call it. My wife's like, let's call it punts for purpose because we're punting for a bigger purpose than just football. And so we did that. And so for every punt down inside the 20, this year for me, my wife and I are donating $1,000 for every punt inside the 20 to Compassion that will go to their Fight for First program. And their Fight for First program helps moms while they're pregnant, and then also helps the baby till they're 1 year old, till they are old enough to get into the centers that they have in these remote countries all across the world. So that's really what we're doing, and there's a bunch of other punters in the NFL that have gotten involved. There's 4 of them that are doing it the whole season, and then we're having one game later towards Christmas that there's gonna be, I think, around, I'll say 15 of us that are doing it for that one game. And we're just trying to raise as much money as we can to help moms and babies, and especially expecting our first child. It's really hit home for this year. So it's a really cool thing. And if you want to check it out, you can go to my Instagram. It's in my bio, and check it out.
Give me your Instagram right quick too.
It is bpinion05.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So is it are you picking a different country each time, or is it based on one country?
So no, it's all over the world. So we're just trying to raise monies to start survival programs is what we're trying to do. And then we'll let Compassion pick where the survival programs are the most needed all over the world. And that's really what it is. We're already at a good number, and if fans y'all want to donate for every punt, join along. If you just want to make a one-time donation, you can do that. But we're super excited that the trajectory that it's on, and we hope to keep doing it for more and more years to come and make it as big as we possibly can.
Gotcha, most definitely. And man, so you're a very big punter.
Yeah.
So
Slightly.
before people can even, before you tell people that you're a punter, what position do they really think you play?
I get a lot of tight end and quarterback. Yeah, tight end and quarterback.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
When I first came here, I knew the name already, but I haven't seen your face. So when I seen you, I said, they can't be Bradley. And I'm looking, I'm like, man, I thought it was a tight end for real. So I'm like, we're gonna get back. Matter of fact, my bad right there. Demetrius, he wasn't even got no water. Get them boys some water real quick, please. Yeah, you kind of like going too slow.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, brother.
Sure, bro.
Need them to open it? I need to open it for y'all? You good?
No,
You're good, right? You're good. Appreciate it.
Actually, no, I'm just playing.
Cool. And so, what other sport did you play growing up, being as big as you are?
So funny enough, I never played another position in football besides punter or kicker.
Okay.
But I played soccer, was my first love, I guess is what you call it. Was a goalie, so kind of the punting transitioned over. But soccer and basketball and football were my sports growing up, but I've never played another position in football.
Oh, that's dope, because that was another question I was gonna ask you too, and I'm glad you brought that up, because did you grow up wanting to say, Little League football, you like, hey, like what position you want to try? Hey, bro, I'm a long snapper. Did you raise your hand to be a long snapper?
Actually, yes and no. So it wasn't like always the big picture was long snapping, but it was something that kind of started out at a young age, around 5th or 6th grade, where they just kind of needed someone to do it.
Okay.
So I raised my hand and volunteered. Turns out I was kind of good at it. So continued doing it in middle school, and then high school came along, and freshman year, the varsity head coach had me do it for the varsity team, and after the season he sat down with my dad and I and basically said like, hey, I think this is something you guys could pursue. So we did some research and found some long snapping camps and coaches, and started training and practicing long snapping, and kind of just went from there.
That's dope, man, for real. And cool, man, the kicker. Listen, I'm gonna be real. Everyone probably watching this probably think specialists have the easiest job in the football, because they don't see the stress that y'all really go through. They just know y'all chill at practice, and it's time to go. When it's time to go kick, they go kick for one period, and they don't really know the stress that you guys really have. To be called upon in the crunchiest time of the game, crunch time, you were part of both situations. How does it feel from all of y'all to be in a situation where we gotta win a game and it's in y'all hands?
So that situation is the last thing that we think about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, when we get on the field during practice, like, people, we always joke about it, it's like everybody want to be kickers till Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when we're on the field during practice, like that's when we put the work in. So the situation of like, hey, it's crunch time, we gotta go make the kick to win the game. So the last thing we're thinking about is that, because we're just focused on what we work on during practice. Because the preparation is what helps us do our job on Sundays. So that's what we always think about. So we're getting in rhythm together on on the practice field, talking about through things, situations, a lot of mental reps, but just clear communication so that when that time does come, like we're not unprepared. You know what I mean? I think confidence comes from the preparation itself. So definitely just getting on the right communication level, but also like the details of the things, you know, like when we're running out there, like you're yelling out the yard line so we know how far we are, boom, boom, boom. And he got his process, and I have my process. So we're just focusing on that. So once the ball snaps, I'm not thinking about, oh my God, I have to make this kick. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about, I gotta do this step, and I make good contact, we're gonna be fine. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
There's a big trust aspect that has to go on between all three of us, right? So like I have to trust that he's gonna give me a good snap. Koo has to trust that I'm gonna put the ball in the right position, the way he likes it, and then we're both trusting that he's gonna make the kick.
Yeah.
So there's a big trust aspect that every time we're on the field, really besides kickoff, like one of the other people is touching the ball in our group. For Koo, it's both of us. For me, it's just Liam on punt. But there is a huge trust factor of like I would say when I first got here last year, it took us a few weeks to really be like, all right, like we got this rhythm, we got this trust factor that he knows I'm gonna put the ball where it needs to be. I know he's gonna snap it where it needs to be, and we're gonna roll and we're gonna make kicks. And it takes a few weeks, so that's why you see these kickers that come in these weeks on a short notice and they start missing kicks. Well, they don't know that ball's gonna be where they need it to be, or the lean might be just a tad bit off. That's not how they're used to it. And so there's a huge trust factor, and kudos to Koo, honestly, for trusting me and Liam like he does and go out there and make the kicks. Because me and Liam know as long as we don't mess it up, he's gonna make it.
Gotcha.
So.
For sure.
Most definitely. And when did you fall in love with kicking? Like, what made you? When was the first time you realized, damn, I can kick? When was that?
So I grew up playing soccer, but I was born in Korea. So in Korea, they don't play football. You know what I mean? Like football is not really a main sport. It's soccer, baseball. Honestly, when I moved to New Jersey in middle school, that's when I first saw football and what football looked like. I didn't even know the game of football existed until I moved to America. So that's when I first picked it up. And, I think I told the story before, but it was at lunchtime. They're playing two-hand touch football. They gave me a football. I was like, hey, kick it off, because they knew I play soccer.
Yeah.
And I booted that thing, and they're like, hey, you got to come out and play football with us. So that's how I signed up for football. That's how I got into it. And then I just fell in love with the game, man. Like, kicking was something that came naturally to me and I was good at, but I loved, like, playing football. Like, I played defense, offense, just, like, the physicality of it. That's, like, how I fell in love with that.
Oh, you was here.
I mean, I tried to, you know.
I feel you. You was trying to talk to me. I feel you. Man, Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Eagles. How was it? How was Statesboro?
Different, you know, like, going from Korea to New Jersey was a culture shock, obviously, like the language barrier, I had to learn English. But then now going to South Georgia from Jersey itself was another culture shock.
Everybody sounded like me.
Yeah, so like on my official visit, I had like grits for the first time.
Yeah,
you know, like
cheese.
Yeah, you know, it was.
Mix it up with. You gotta put everything in the egg, sausage, everything.
Yeah, it was different. You know, like, but I fell in love with it, man. Like I chose that school for a reason. When I went there, you know, they made me feel welcome, loved, and you know how football is. The locker room's tight, and I loved it. And you know, I left there after 4 years saying yes ma'am, no ma'am, holding doors. You know, it's just all kind of things. So it was good.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Appreciate that. So now we're gonna move on to two more sessions. We gonna do this or that, and all y'all can answer the questions together, however y'all feel suited. So you're driving down 75 South. You're going to Florida on a road trip. You're on your Benz. You listen to who would you choose to listen to, Future or Young Thug?
Future for me.
Future.
Future.
I'd probably say Future too.
Nice. Okay, now we're gonna, same thing, same scenario. You're driving down, you with your wife. Who are you gonna listen to? Zach Brown or Kane Brown?
I think the correct answer is
Whatever my wife wants
to listen to.
That's the answer.
But I think my wife and I would answer the same way. I think we'd both say Zach Brown.
Zach Brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'd say Kane Brown.
Not gonna lie to you, I don't know.
That's okay. That's how I felt about you.
I don't know.
Future.
I haven't listened to him, so I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Hey, Demetrius, come down for more.
Already an answer.
So y'all been in Atlanta for a couple years now. So what's the wildest thing you've seen from Atlanta culture? Like some people say the Water Boys. Like what's one thing that you guys have seen in Atlanta? Like damn, like this the South.
I think for me, the most Atlanta thing, like if I got family coming in or I got people coming into town, like the first thing that I mention to them when they ask about Atlanta is the traffic.
Yeah.
Because everything here is so spread out, and there's like, I think there's 6 million people or something. So like in Ohio, you drive an hour and a half from Columbus, where I'm from, and you're in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
In Atlanta, you drive an hour and a half from the airport and you're in Buford.
Yeah.
So it's like, or it could be, you could drive an hour and a half and be through traffic and rush hour and be in Alpharetta. Yeah. So it's a big difference when you talk about, a 30-minute drive in Ohio is a lot different than a 30-minute drive in Atlanta. So that's the most like Atlanta thing to me so far.
For sure.
I'd say being in the NFL for a few years, the game day experience where there's always a rapper or a celebrity at the game. That's pretty cool. And the entertainment that goes on. I mean, obviously I'm focused on the game, but my family and my friends that come to the games say that it's like the most entertained. It's like there's nonstop every time TV timeout, every quarter break, every halftime, there is entertainment and such a fun atmosphere. I think that's like super unique to Atlanta and the culture that Atlanta has showing up on game day.
Definitely.
It's a culture for sure, but for me, I would say diversity, man. It's it's different for sure, but for a city that's in the South, like it's super diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta is known for the culture that he just talked about and all that, but that's what like the most stuck out for me was like from Atlanta to like let's say like up 85, like you can find anything and everything you want to. So I would say diversity for
100%.
sure.
100%. So wings or just regular fried chicken?
Wings. It's an easy one. It's my favorite
Depends on
food.
where they're coming from.
I was about to say.
Popeyes or American Deli? Hard
Never
one.
had American Deli. I'm not a
American Deli
Popeyes guy. I'm a
wings.
Cane's guy.
We're gonna get the rookie to bring you something to the plane.
Cane's. I know you don't like that. We've had that conversation.
That's for another day. But, I'll go Popeyes for me.
Okay, cool. No, appreciate that. So man, now we're gonna go into the segment of big play breakdown. I pulled up big plays from all three of y'all. We're just gonna explain a little bit and kind of get the fans of insight of what's really going through y'all head in these situations. So roll the first one for us, please. So this is Liam right here. He gonna go down. Get in on the tackle. So, long snappers don't make a lot of tackles. So how do you feel being in on the play?
Getting down the field, getting in on tackle, it's always nice to have tackles in the stat sheet. Not gonna lie, my priority and my first thought is always make sure I get a good snap for Bradley, make sure I protect, make sure I block my guy, set a pick for a guard going down the field, and then if I'm in there on a tackle, that's a bonus.
Nah,
but it's
for
always
sure.
nice to have a couple in the
But
stat
listen,
sheet.
it is impressive to beat the rest of the line down the field, right?
I wouldn't say beat the rest of the line. I would say get there before the fair catch or before someone else tackles him. But
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. Pull Big Brad up, man. Let's see what he got going. Okay, cool. Middle of the field.
Red helmets, boy.
Oh my. Gorgeous. Hold on, pause it right here. When you see that kick like that and you see him, what is your thoughts?
I mean, I couldn't do this play without my gunner, so without Hodge in this case scenario, getting down there and doing his job. But if I remember correctly, this was a pivotal part in this game. Like they were kind of starting to come back a little bit on us, and this kind of helped us kind of seal it a little bit. Man, this is my favorite part of my job, being able to pin the team back. And y'all see y'all boys on defense go out there and get fired up. And
be hyped.
Try to get a safety, or then we flip the field position, and then our offense gets the ball with good field position. we go down and score a touchdown. In my opinion, I might be biased, but it all started with this kick.
Absolutely.
So,
You can roll it.
I get pumped. I get pumped to see guys like that, because that's really a team play. A punt's a team play. Like, I can't do it by myself.
Everybody fired up.
Yeah,
excited.
everybody fired up.
Excited. I'm one of the few ones that actually celebrate with specialists.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Definitely.
Very true.
Yep.
I love it. I like to see them get hyped. I love what's going on. And let's roll to one of the key moments that we have here. Oh, hold on. Rewind. Go back. Let's see. Do you see these guys? They talked about everything going on, so let's talk to the 3 pillars. The snap. First of all, admire the snap. Go ahead, roll it. Admire the hold. Look at that. Admire the kick. Boom. Cool. Give us your take.
When was this?
The game.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Explain this part. That's what we want. That's what we explain
That's what
that.
everybody came to see right
That's
there.
what everybody came to see. Everybody came to helmet flip. How was that?
It's the heat of the moment, man. You know, it's not like I'm going out there. It's like, all right, after I make this kick, like I'm gonna flip. It's just happening. You know what I mean? Because I'm not thinking about the celebration. I'm worried about doing the job.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
After that, just adrenaline and just heat of the moment. Just excited. You know that the game was just crazy of a game. But I was just happy that we got the job done. You know, like we said, Liam had a great snap. The hold obviously is money, and then I just had to do my part.
Yep.
And I was just hyped, man.
So when everybody be saying "cool," I first thought it was booing.
Yeah.
So your first time hearing that, what did you think it was booing you? Or?
So that didn't happen for me in high school. Nobody did that. But when I got to Georgia Southern, that was the first time experiencing it. And it was my first field goal ever at Georgia Southern. I'm running out. And we were all like, dang, why are they booing? I haven't kicked the ball yet. But then we realized they were cooing. I was like, okay. So that's when it became a thing, I guess. And then when I came over here, I was like, and it just like kept growing. And I was like, man, I mean, it's awesome to hear that. But that also means like, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep making kicks. And because I always think to myself, like that cooing can turn to booing quick. So
That's fair.
just keep making them kicks.
What they don't show on that play is that I put my hand out to high five him, and it's out there, and it's still sitting out there without the high five.
Yeah.
That rarely happens. though.
Demetrius, come fill in.
He's left me hanging. It's still hanging.
That was the first time I did that, bro. It was.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I might be the only person in that stadium that didn't see the helmet flip, because what a lot of people may not realize is once Koo hits that game winner, I got a job. My job's not done. I take off down the hash and I go find that ball that he kicked, because after every game, those game balls those game-winning kicks he has, he gets those balls after the game, and he gets them painted and so he has.
So you responsible for making sure he obtains the ball.
Got it. It's an important job. As important as a snap
So would
is.
you fight a referee for trying to take it?
That's his. Hey, that's his thing, man.
I'll fight anyone that tries to take that ball.
I like that. Demetrius dap him up on that too. You need to come dap him up on
The
that.
first game-winning snap that we had as a unit, he kept it for himself. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Koo gave it to me. He was good enough. He was nice enough to give one of those up for my first game-winning field goal last year.
Okay, cool. Now we move to the last section of the show, man, and it's called the drip check. A lot of people don't think specialists have drip, but I seen a little swagger in y'all, especially you, Koo.
Yeah, it's all him.
I seen a little swagger in y'all, and I want to bring it to light that y'all do have drip. So we're gonna put up a couple clips, and
Oh, no.
I want y'all to explain y'all drip in these right here. Start with my boy.
Ooh. Where are we starting? Far left. Ooh.
Look at this.
So that was a nice little outfit. Very very drippy, as they say, jeans and a crew neck. But the script Ohio there, that was when we were going last year to play Cincinnati. Going back to the home state, gotta pay homage with a nice little crew neck from Homage, which is based out of Ohio. Great company, comfortable clothes, great designs. Shout out to
Don't forget the details with the Apple Watch and the Gucci band.
Apple Watch.
The Gucci
Apple Watch.
band.
That Gucci band right there, $6 on Amazon.
See what I'm saying? Gucci band, don't forget the details. Hey, all right, cool, man. Explain your drip, man. What you got right here? Dior?
Not $6 on
Can't hide
Amazon.
it. You can't hide it.
Hide it.
Not trying to.
I don't know, just put something together, man. I got no explanation. Just got wings in my hand, ready to get on the
Wings.
plane. Gotta hydrate. That's about it.
Are those red bottoms?
You can see a little red down there.
Are those red
You
bottoms?
can see a little red down there.
Don't leave.
He's
hold on,
trying to
hold
act
on.
humble.
You
Like,
can see a
Don't
little red
humble
down
yourself
there.
and leave out that you got on red bottoms now. Come on. Grady sat up here and explained every little detail he had. So look, you gonna let him know you got the red bottoms on with the Louis bag, of course.
Shout out to my wife, man. She puts them together
She
sometimes.
did that. She did that. So rated. Yeah, y'all doing it. That's kind of prestige. And listen, the dad look.
Yeah,
Explain
it's
it,
the
bro.
country boy swag is what I call it. You know, that's actually a gas station hat.
Okay.
To be honest, from a small town in South Carolina, Durham's gas station. Shout out Durham's.
Shout out Durham.
A T-shirt that I'm a Christian, so I firmly believe that heaven is my home, and I'm just here recruiting people trying to go to heaven.
That's dope.
So repping Jesus on game day, and then Levi jeans, and then what you can't see is what my subtle flex is I got boots on.
Ooh, what
Got
kind?
the cowboy boots. They're goat skin. Yeah,
I love that.
I will say,
that's fire.
brown goat skin.
The
I
goat
think,
skin on
goat
there.
skin. Skins on game days.
I might have you beat. Your jeans are Levi, mine are Old Navy.
Ooh. So listen, everybody who's watching,
$35.
if you're watching, comment below who do you think wins
I mean, that's easy.
between these three. No, I leave Koo out of it. Koo got design.
Don't give me your
Leave
opinion.
him out of it. Leave him out of it.
All right, by the two on the end, man. Listen, let me know what y'all think, man. And we got one more. Roll the next one. Now everyone stepped up a little bit more here, huh?
Yeah, we did.
A little bit.
I don't know. Liam's got team issued on.
Yeah, team issued. Hey,
Team issued.
Hey, the best clothes are free clothes, right? But I will say that I do love that crew neck. It says specialist on it, like the little Supreme logo. I actually got that off of Instagram. There's a cool Instagram page called Long Snapping Lifestyle, and they do
Okay.
kind of cool stuff like that. They give shout outs to specialists and stuff. So that's from them. The hat up there, a lot of guys on the team have that hat. It's a residency hat, ATL. They do a lot of different cities.
Just subtle flex with the sunglasses, though. Don't leave them out.
A little bit. I
Subtle
do
flex with
have the
sunglasses.
Gucci sunglasses. Those were a gift from my dear punter. Got the college backpack with the label hanging off the back from the bowl game.
Okay.
And then I got the Tacovas duffel bag that my wife got me as a gift this year.
Shout out to his wife, man.
Shout out to my wife as always.
So mine would be, this was a throwback game for us, so I went with the throwback jacket.
Prestige.
And throwback hat, you can't hardly see the hat, but it's got pinstripes on it, so a little bit of throwback hat on it. It's a starter jacket. I mean, I'm throwing it way back, starter jacket.
Yeah.
Had jeans on, pretty sure they were probably Levi jeans. And black boots. I'm a big boot guy, you know? I tell you, probably my black boots are alligator, actually. Alligator boots.
Listen, all the bootmakers out there, you heard what he said. He's a boot guy.
Yeah.
Come on, send them to us.
I'm here.
He will definitely wear your
I'll
swag,
wear it.
okay?
Wear the fool out of them.
And we'll make sure that Demetrius brings them to him personally, okay?
And daps him up when he gets here.
And daps him up.
Absolutely.
Cool. What you got?
That's more of my speed, man. I like to dress up like suit type for game day,
Okay.
especially away games. So that's it, man.
What kind of watch?
You know what that is?
Exactly like
What's that? What's that? You try to be a little too humble.
Yeah, a little rolling on the
You're a little
wrist.
too humble. What is that watch over
A
there?
little roly-poly on there.
Okay.
You know,
Little body armor in the mix.
yeah, gotta hydrate one way or another.
What I love is how Koo's hair is never out of place.
Never.
Even when he takes
Even
the
now.
helmet off.
We just came out for practice.
So
Look at
And
this.
he's gonna have his helmet on out
the
there.
secret is
It's still in place.
it's hat hair, really. You just throw it back, put the hat on, it stays.
Yeah, I
Gotta
ain't
put
got that
some
luxury.
product
I
in
mean,
there, but you know.
I got the
I got a little helmet.
dad
I got
hair.
some
I'm
helmet hair
losing
too,
it.
but
There you
mine
go.
doesn't look like yours.
That's it. Just
I'm
throw
losing.
it back.
I got bald spots coming in. I got the dad hair going.
No, man, but listen, man, I want to thank y'all, man, for coming on the show. And like I said, man, I feel like you guys deserve way more credit than y'all get as a unit. Specialists, man, y'all deserve more attention. So listen, all the fans, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and then follow these guys on Instagram and all the social media platforms. Punts for Purpose, make sure you tap in for that as well. And listen, I want to say thank y'all again, man.
Yeah, appreciate
Dirty
you.
Birds, checking out of another episode of Bud Brought a Buddy. I'm your host, Bud, and today I brought my buddies, the specialists.